Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Max and this is Max Montreal. Today I'm next to the old Royal Victoria Hospital. They say it's very haunted, so I'm gonna fly above this creepy building and tell you more about the story just after this. And welcome back. So while I fly my DJI Air 3 drone above the ton of old creepy buildings over there, I'm going to tell you more about this Royal Victoria Hospital. On the eastern slopes of Montreal sits the abandoned Royal Victoria Hospital, a dark, creepy and imposing structure. Built in 1893 in the Scottish baronial style, the hospital operated for well over a century before finally being shuttered and relocated in 2015. The Royal Victoria witnessed tens of thousands of deaths over its lifespan, and rumors suggest that the old buildings had simply become too haunted for patients to recover peacefully anymore. Fondly nicknamed the Royal Vic, the hospital was established because Montreal did not have any English language health facilities at the end of the 19th century. The costly venture was covered by the financial contributions of two wealthy Scottish immigrants, Donald Smith and George Stephen. Set on 18 acres of land, the hospital was designed by prominent British architect Henry Saxon Snell and built with Montreal limestone. And you know about limestone in the paranormal field? The investigators think that it keeps the energy in or memories inside the buildings, thus creating more paranormal activity. The vast medical compound was constructed to cater to the needs of the sick of all races and creeds and to provide training for nurses. In 1920, the Royal Vic became a medical research institute attached to the McGill University, leading to the first organ transplant in the British Commonwealth, which was performed there in 1958. Presently, the Royal Vic is part of the McGill University Healthcare, or MUHC. In 2015, the MUHC relocated the Royal Vic and its patients and merged it into the New Glen Super Hospital in NDG, or Notre-Dame-de-Grâce. It's in southwest part of the town, leaving the original limestone buildings on the slopes of Montreal abandoned. Indeed, one of the reasons for the move is because the old hospital was said to be haunted. In the past, visitors would sometimes report seeing apparitions of former patients wandering the hallways wearing antiquated hospital gowns from the late 1800s. Disembodied voice and phantom footsteps could sometimes be heard echoing down hospital corridors. Buzzers would often go off in empty rooms, summoning nurses to non-existent patients. Strange light anomalies such as floating orbs and flickering lights were also known to appear on occasion. It was said that the dead passed away there, they just did not move on. Some patients have had very strange and frightening experiences at the old Royal Victoria Hospital. According to various testimonials, it was not exactly the best hospital for peace of mind while trying to recover. As Halloween's approached in 2013, trouble started brewing when staff members decided to publish some of their own ghostly tales at the hospital's website. A total of 3 haunted tales, all disturbing, were posted online. The first, entitled Haunted Painting, described a deranged artwork and used to upset people unfortunate enough to pass by it in one of the pavilions. Hanging upon the walls of a patient's ward in the Ross Pavilion of the Royal Victoria Hospital was once a unique painting. The scene was of a house and a beautiful landscape, but it had been reported by patients and staff that sometimes an old lady appeared in the window looking out. At times, patients said they saw an old lady coming out of the house, looking around, before going back in. The painting was so disturbing to the patients and staff, they decided to remove it from the wall. The second story posted on the website is called Ghosts of the RVH, and it described an exhausted nurse who was harassed by wispy, malevolent spirits while trying to take a nap on the couch, and it goes as follows. One night at the Royal Victoria Hospital, a nurse was taking a break. While lying on the couch, she saw an apparition standing over her. which she described as a white smoky light. She got up to take a better look and told it to go away. When it didn't move, she proceeded to pass her hands through the apparition several times to disperse the white fog. Eventually, it did go away, but it came back with 2 other apparitions. She tried to scream, but nothing came out. The apparitions finally left, but the nurse never rested on that couch again. The last of the 3 stories had an anonymous title, Locked Door. A patient had just passed away in M5 cardiac of the Royal Vic Hospital. The staff arranged him and closed the door as they waited for his family. Later, they realized the door of the room was locked from the inside. No one was in the room, except for the dead patient. Security had to come in and unlock the door. The staff thought the patient did not want his family to see him like that. Following the publication, the Royal Victoria Hospital's ghost story, some patients began to complain that the dark tales were not good for their peace of mind. Officials assured the complainants not to worry because plans were afoot to move the operations of the Royal Victoria Hospital into a new super hospital called the Glen. The whole hospital, which was seen by some people as being too haunted after over a century in operation, would be abandoned once and for all. The thinking at the time was that the ghosts would most certainly remain in the old buildings, meaning patients and staff would no longer have to cope with them in the shiny new facility. As for the buildings comprising the old Royal Victoria Hospital, they could be recycled into something else. And as promised in 2015, all the staff and patients were moved to the new Glen Super Hospital in NDG, a few kilometers to the west of the original. So after a full 122 years in operation, the old Royal Victoria Hospital was unceremoniously shuttered, leaving its ghost behind once and for all. Well, I hope you liked the creepy story about the Royal Victoria Hospital, and if you did, you know what to do. But thank you for supporting my channel. Fly safe and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.